Hello and welcome to this episode, everyone. In this episode, we want to talk about the physical layer of the OSI model, and that's why I have called it the ones and zeros of networking. Because whatever communication that happens in the networking realm, be it in the form of wired communication or wireless communication, all of these communications are happening in ones and zeros format. Why this communication happens in ones and zeros? Because computers, just like any other electronic equipments, they work based on electricity. And if you want to represent something in electricity, you can either represent it by 1 or on, and 0, which means off. So there's only two states, and using these two states are the only options that you can represent information. So that's why computers, they transmit data in ones and zeros in this format, and they also process data in ones and zeros. So the calculations that happens inside a computer, it also happens in terms of ones and zeros. The physical layer of the OSI model also defines many other aspects of this communication based on ones and zeros. So it also defines the type of cables that we use for communication, for example, fiber cable or copper cable, and the type of the cable that we want to use. So it could be a straight through cable, it could be a crossover cable or a fiber cable, or even serial and coaxial cable, and many other different type of cables. The physical layer also defines the type of plugs that we use, the type of registered jacks, I would say. So for example, RJ45, which is used for console cable or crossover cable or straight through cable, this is defined by the physical layer of the OSI model. For fiber, we also have certain type of connectors, SC and LC. These are the type of fiber connectors that we usually use. For phone, we use RJ11. For some radio communication, we use coaxial, and many other different type of connectors that we have in terms of DB ones, the DB19, DB25 connectors, and even USB. The universal serial bus is also defined by the physical layer of the OSI model. I would like you to remember one other very important thing about the physical layer, that one of the devices that operate at the physical layer of the OSI model is a hub. A hub is basically a device that has no intelligence. It simply receives data on one side and it just transmits that data exactly on the other side. So it's just basically a repeater, a very unintelligent dumb repeater. And that's why it is included in the physical layer of the OSI model. So in summary, we can say that the wires, the wireless mediums, and hub, and antenna, and all of these devices are defined at the physical layer of the OSI model. I hope this information has been informative for you. Please stay tuned.